we're starting with water. So we're starting with you.
Thanks. With me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spirit said water.
No, I don't want to go first.
Spirit said water.
Spirit doing me dirty. They're dying dumb dogs. Oh, Spirit just at me like, what's distance lah?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm so impressed with this one, honestly.
Me too. It's definitely your best one so far.
Right.
Okay. Spirit, general messages, clarity, and guidance for my water collective for the week ahead, please. Make me work.
We're gonna make you work for it. Don't worry, Yuri, Spirit's trolling me too at the moment. Thank you for the follows.
Appreciation for the newer decks that we have in stock. Look at that. Get out of town. Holographic. I'm a slut for holographic.
Love it. Here you are.
No, they're not scented. So they're soy wax, but they're completely unscented. So great for animals, great for people that have sensitive noses, all of that jazz.
Apparently you're too fancy.
Okay, center energy for my water signs this week is harsh. There's a lot of blocked energy for my water signs this week. So center energy, Seven of Swords in reverse. That takes me back to the Six of Swords where it's you needing to move on from something, but the Seven of Swords is being dishonest about self as to what that actually is. Six of Cups in reverse tells me that it could also be for some of us in relationship to people that we keep in our lives that we're not willing to let go of, or that we feel some type of duty to. And then the World in reverse tells me that you know that there's nothing good coming from this. So this week ultimately is about internal reflection, thinking about what it is that you want in your life and who you want to be there with you in the end. Yeah, we have shortbread coming out as well. Now this card speaks of pretty much celebrating yourself, taking a quiet moment to be grateful for yourself. So it's that internal reflection. And with on-call coming out as well, which rules over healer, seer, like priestess, soul purpose. So it's about really that internal reflection and granting yourself permission to have a quiet moment with self. Rude. So a tough energy to be in, but ultimately a rewarding one in time. Okay, but let's delve into it. Scorpedos, you're up first. We haven't done air signs yet, no. Okay, Scorpio. Spirit, what do my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead? I love that this song's playing for my Scorpio collective.
All I can think of is "And the leaves are brown."
California Dreamin'. So it's like that energy of this too shall pass. It's just rainy at the moment. Okay, so for my Scorpio collective, we have Four of Wands, which is a really positive energy to have as your center energy coming into this week. That tells me that there's a strong sense of community around you. You've got your people, you're all in it together, even though it's raining. yeah, you're not alone in the rain. Six of Pentacles on one side coming out in reverse tells me that there's this sense of doom and gloom surrounding you, but it's self-inflicted a little bit. It's like wallowing in the drama of it all. Do you get what I mean by that? It's like, oh, nothing's ever going to be good again. However, it's okay, Scorpios. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? You just gotta breathe. You just gotta breathe. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse coming out as well, which tells me that there needs to be that active participation with community. So what I mean by that is, with this doom and gloom, rather than sitting in it, rather than being the drama, how about we voice to our trusted loved ones, our friends, our family, whoever you can, and just explain to them what it is that you're doing, what it is that you need help with, and don't see it as a burden. It's not a burden to the people that you love if you need help. That's not a burden, especially if you're the one that's actively going to put in the steps and the willpower to actually achieve what it is that you're wanting to do. So it's not a burden when it's constructive. What else have we got? Yes, okay, so kind of confirming that, we have hot cross buns coming out, which is all about that lingering energy. Be mindful of what it is that you're lingering in, because there's nothing positive can come out of this. It's kind of like that downward spiral where the drama can be tempting to wallow in. However, it's harder to claw out of once you're in it for a long time. But we have Irish moss coming out too. Now, Irish moss for me personally is a very lucky herb, a very lucky and abundant herb. So pretty much focus on small acts of kindness towards self. So making sure that you nourish your body this week, drink enough water, all of that kind of stuff. Do some exercise if you can, but ultimately luck is coming. Just be mindful of how the internal voices and all of that. To help you, Wale.
I'm upset you didn't share, but that's okay. J hell to the that stuff.
Watching you have that was funny as shit.
Like, I was unwell earlier this year and I could not shake it for the life of me that I did turn to Irish moss, knowing its benefits and how good it is, but remembering how foul it is.
I smelt it and I was like, it smells like it tastes like naturopath.
Literally, I struggled to get it down.
What do my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead, please? Thank you. Okay, Pisces, we got stuck on decision making this week ahead. So
tastes like naturopath.
Lots of stuck energy with.
You summoned the Pisces.
You distracted me.
Sorry.
Lots of stuck energy with decision making this week, my Pisces collective. So I have Two of Swords being stuck on and the Chariot. Two of Swords was in reverse, Chariot was upright. So there is a decision that's going to have to be made this week. And what I'm gaining from the fact that we have the Chariot coming out, which is ruled by Cancer, and we also have Two of Swords in reverse, which is this perfect balance between heart and mind, to be able to effectively make a decision. What I'm gaining from this is that you need to make it a bit more with your heart rather than your mind. It needs to be that your heart's got to be in it when you're making this decision rather than what's logical. Seven of Wands coming out in reverse as well tells me that it is something that'll be weighing on you. It could be quite nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing as well. And it could stir the pot a little bit with that Seven of Wands in reverse energy. But ultimately, it's that point of time. So the Hermit is a brilliant card because what it reminds us is that no matter how far along on the journey we are with something, be that We could be in our final year of university with a course. We could be the CEO of a fucking company. We could be just whatever. What this card reminds us and wants us to remember is that no matter how far along we are on a journey, we can always change it. We can always change our path and which direction we put our energy into. So never forget that. All is not lost, and you have the power to make whatever decision that you want. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you love it. Okay, what's come out for my Pisces? Okay, so Peach Moonstone has come out, and what this card teaches us is, again, that we need to have a reason to be in the flow. We need to, we can't invest our energy into things that we're only half-heartedly caring about. So your whole ass and your whole heart's got to be in it. We also have Flower Wand coming out. And this card pretty much just reminds us that you can't cling on to the skin that you've outgrown. So this week for my Pisces collective is tough. It's self-reflective, and it's about releasing what no longer serves you.
Or you could just serve.
Yeah, well, like Wolf said, everything that I craft is one of one, because I'm probably not gonna have the dopamine to craft it again. Let's be real. Okay, Spirit. What do my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead, please?
No, but a few people in the chat are about to fire you. I can feel it.
Why? Why?
Because I can just feel a few people are going to fire you.
Who?
A few people.
You?
Yeah, maybe. You're fired.
That makes me so happy. I'm so glad that you love it. Okay. So Cancer collective, interesting. We have the moon in reverse coming out for you. What are we denying this week? You know what is... I don't usually read it this way, but it's almost like a week of action for my Cancer collective. That's what it's feeling like with that moon coming out in reverse. It's feeling like rather than feeling things and allowing our subconscious to flow with ease, it's a week of your intuition will be enacted through, like your subconscious will be enacted through your actions that you do this week. We have the Ace of Swords coming out as well, which is a very decisive energy. It's a very cutthroat, intelligent, sharp energy. So again, I think that's really just reiterating that a week of action rather than a week of feeling and sitting and dwelling and wallowing. And it feels like this is part of a healing journey for my Cancer collective with that 5 of Cups. It's that energy of rather than wallowing, we've had enough wallowing, now it's the week of pick up and let's keep moving forward. We did get stuck on this 5 of Cups energy though, so I just want to be mindful, some of my Cancers, to be mindful that you're not skipping steps in your healing journey. Just check in with yourself each day of this week to make sure, are you okay? How do you feel within your body? Are you comfortable? Are you happy? Are you at peace? All of those types of things, just to mentally check in with yourself this week. But for the most part, I really think that my Cancer collective needs to enjoy this energy of action, because it feels like it's been a week, like a period of time of stagnancy, while the world moves really fast around you. Does that make sense?
Not me going, whoa, there's wolf wraps.
So there's aromatherapy coming out as well. So this is kind of just like, again, it's that deeper seeking into yourself through external things. So maybe introduce some sense of like different smells into your environment. If there's a particular scent that reminds you of something that's positive or whatever, maybe consider incorporating that. And then I love that composting has come out as well, because this is all about remembering that the past can help you create a more purposeful future. So again, it's that sorrow, grief, pain being transmuted almost through action this week. So really positive. I'm really enjoying this energy for my Cancer collective. But yeah, ultimately, just roll with it, Cancers. Funny you say that. I've been having nightmares, but I think it's my subconscious trying to tell me something interesting. Well, yeah, sit with it. Again, maybe considering the cards that have come out, maybe consider doing something with your hands or moving your body in some way, shape, or form, and see if that can help bring up the subconscious, or your subconscious speaks through your actions. Exactly, Quack. And I think that sums up the Cancer's week ahead. Pretty spot on.
Alright.
But there you are.
Oh, you handed it over to me. Sorry. I just keep looking at this piece and I don't want to give it up. I'm so obsessed.
I haven't done...
I'm obsessed.
I want to do one more card for my Earth collect... Wait, not Earth. Water collective. So one more card. Spirit, please. So for the entirety of water, the Alchemist came out. So all about transmutation, remembering that your nightmares, your fears can be the spark that helps you push through into more prosperous and brighter days. Don't let it hold you back.
All right. Hi everyone. Now it's over to me, and we're gonna keep going with. Who did I say I was doing? Fire and earth.
Earth and fire.
All right, we're gonna go earth.
Fire and earth.
So earth you up. All right, earth signs being the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective. What have we got for you lot for the week ahead? All right. All right. Now, that was too close to home, but I needed to hear that. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, Earth for the week ahead. It's a very get up and get going type energy for the Earth collective.
I have.
If there's anything that you've been working towards or that you've been thinking about, now's the time to take action. Things are going to start balancing themselves out for you, and your hard work is paying off. If
you
you've
said to take action on what I wanted.
Yeah, all right. You already got me.
I want the kids.
But just know that, even though you might have some issues with family in the coming week, just know that everything's going to work out for you. And if there's anything that you've been sitting on personally that you kind of been a bit argumentative with yourself over, where it might be like pushing on morals or values, just know that that's going to resolve itself as well. So that's the Earth as a collective. What are you staring at?
I'm reading.
Reading?
The comments.
Oh, the comments. Yeah, do you want that one so you can read the comments while I'm doing the thing?
Yeah.
Does that make it easier? All right.
It does.
The friendly shade was perfect. Got no family left? Join the club.
We don't do chosen fam.
Nah.
We're community.
Yeah.
We're not family.
Yeah, we're not doing chosen fam no more. We've decided that that's a
family always burns out.
Barred term.
Fucking sorry.
First up, we've got our Taurus Collective.
We are fans.
Right? All right, Taurus, for the week ahead, please.
In the club, we are all family. What are you, racist?
Take action. I have, right? Oh, okay. All right, Taurus, this week is going to be highlighting the fact that you haven't been taking certain actions. It's going to call for you to need to kind of flow a little bit more with things, realizing that there is that ebb and flow and that nothing is set in stone just yet. This week is going to highlight those things, and it's also going to highlight where you need to also apply some of the healing aspects where you haven't actually been giving to yourself, but more giving to others. It is okay for you to have your boundaries. It is okay for you to kind of say, hey, pump the brakes. I need a minute here, just so you can recenter and refocus.
Whoa,
so, flow, Taurus, okay, I'm a total control freak. I feel that. And then when you're hungry, it's even worse.
Yeah.
As we all know, and as we always talk about on this channel, make sure you feed your Taurus placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and any other place that it's in your chart. You make sure that you feed those Tauruses, because nobody wants to deal with a hangry Taurus.
No.
You're always fed.
Yeah. That's why I'm always chill.
Right?
Because I got a full belly.
I think a feedway placement's too much. I'm with you. It's also the fact that I don't like going out to eat because I always get disappointed. You can ask Yuri. How many pasta places would you trust if we had to eat out?
Home. I trust home.
That's it, right? Anyways, so that's the Taurus for the week ahead. Poor Mercury, just a little guy that gets shoved aside, very much so. Okay, next up we have our Virgo placement. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars collective. You'll take us when we're there.
I trust in hummus.
Just stop it. All right, you're waiting for Virgo. Well, we're on Virgo now. All right, Virgo for the week ahead.
In hummus, we trust.
Right. Okay. What's we got going on here? Okay. Virgo for the week ahead. This week is going to be about you needing to expand and look at the bigger picture. Italian there, you've got a few places. There's only one place I trust in Sydney for Italian food, and that is in Newtown, the Italian Bowl. 100%, hands down, only place I trust. And I've been to some places because, yeah. Anyhow, Virgo, for the week ahead, you need to be looking at the bigger picture. Bigger picture is going to be brought into focus because there are certain things that you're not quite making adjustments on that really do need your attention. It's also coming about because you're trying to find a way forward with an idea or an object that you're still kind of 50-50 on. So it's like you're stuck. And it's because you need to zoom out, look at the bigger picture. And you're struggling to kind of let things go and be the way that they need to. So sort of a little bit like the Taurus reading where there's that ebb and flow that's needed. But it's going to highlight where your fears actually sit. So you need to actually sit with those fears, and that's going to open up a lot of things for you. And that's going to pinpoint exactly where you need to make adjustments this week. It'll also start putting those thoughts into categoric order for my Virgo collective. So Virgo got the arms crossed. They got the very serious. it's serious, okay? Seriously, Virgo, you need to make some adjustments, and it starts with you. Just what every Virgo wants to hear. Not really. But that's my Virgo collective for the week ahead. All right, next up we have who's left in the earth signs? Oh, yeah. If you could see the face, she's like, what do you mean?
Douche.
Right? Capricorn. Capricorn, you're up. Capricunt, as we love to say. All right. Capricorn for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Collective. What'd you get stuck on? I saw you flip. Come back. That one. All right. Skipping Cap this week because they should have their shit sorted, right? They just work through everything anyway.
Yes. And what of it?
That's all the Capricorns do. Right. All right, Capricorns, my faves. This week is about you achieving your goals. You are very close to it. However, there are elements of self-doubt that are coming up for you. You may find that rather than being more inward emotionally, you may have those outbursts this week, which essentially are things that you've been hanging on to that you really need to release. However, in being sharp of wit and sharp of tongue, ensure that you're not coming from a place of pride. But just know that you are good enough, you are worthy, and you are close to achieving your goals. Sometimes you just got to give somebody a verbal beat down to get the rest of the shit out of the way so you can clear your energy and be like, I feel better, and move on. And that's the week ahead for my Capricorns, essentially. Go back if you don't know where to start, essentially, go back to the beginning. Go back to your roots and you'll find your way forward. But you are very close to getting where you need to be and where you want to be. That is my Capricorns for the week ahead.
Yay!
I will do a one-off if I can get into my app.
I love that Paint It Black starts playing.
All right. For the Taurus corrective, for the Taurus collective, can't English today. Especially with the things being done happening soon, about time. Yep. For my Taurus collective, you got touch some grass. Nature won't cure your problems, but you're less annoying there. For the Virgo collective, we have money likes direction, not desperation. Try a plan, not a panic. That is the Virgo collective. And for my Capricorns, your spell isn't broken. Your discipline is. Intent without action is just a wish.
Rude.
And that's my Capricorns. Over to you for whoever you're doing next.
Amazing.
I'll take that back so I can still read comments. What is that app? That app is a Oracle card deck that I have created. If you copy and paste the schmink in the Four of Wands Schmio into your browser, you'll be able to access it there. It's just a little fun thing that I made.
Okay, so we're going to do air signs.
Most welcome.
Okay, Spirit, general messages, clarity, and guidance for my air collective for the week ahead, please. Okay, this week gonna be rough for my air signs as well. So, Ace of Wands in reverse, the Fool card in reverse. So what this kind of tells me is that there's this lack of moving forward. There's this hopelessness. There's this fearful anxiety about taking steps forward. You've kind of resolved yourself to a fate that isn't as good as you would like it to be. And the way forward is actually Four of Swords in reverse, which tells me that you need to give yourself permission to actually shut down and rest. So actually actively do something that enables you to reset for the week. Be that making sure that you sleep more, and for what it like, if it means that you can't clean the house for a week to make sure that you get decent sleep this week, do that. Some sacrifices have to be made to ensure that your body actually gets genuine, full-blown rest. If it means that you give yourself nice fancy bubble baths each day of the week and something else goes to shit, then so be it. But you really need to focus on self-care, and particularly surrounding quality rest this week.
I only take bubble baths. That's all I heard. But also with the four of swords in reverse, I'm like, and maybe go back to the Three of Swords energy. Deal with that.
It's a week of rest, like genuine. You need to rest because that's what's kind of contributing to this lack of being able to see vision for the future. Yeah, we have stuck coming out, which is literally lost, directionless. We have cycles coming out, which kind of, this is all about overcoming past hurdles this week and granting yourself permission to rest, to be able to continue overcoming them. We also have the warning card, authoritarian, coming out as well, which tells me that there's this kind of manipulative, dominating energy surrounding you. So I want one more card. This could be an energy that you've overcome over the last period of time. And it could be contributing to why you're feeling so drained and flat. Yeah, facing adversity. So, yeah, definitely some type of domineering, authoritative, manipulative energy that's been around you that has been contributing to the overall burnt out feeling for my air signs this week. So rest and recover and recuperate.
Not me feeling the Aquarius coming from within the house.
Oh no, got annoyed by it. Don't be annoyed by a necessity to rest. Okay, so we are going to do Aquarius first. So Spirit, what do my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead, please? Thank you.
Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Too many. You want that one? Okay. Okay, so for my Aquarius collective, we have Knight of Swords as the center energy in reverse. So what this kind of tells me is that charging ahead into things before the plan's been made effectively, and it's just like this bull rush into things. So we need to take it back a step and come fully into the Page of Swords suit, which is still moving forward, but it's not charging guns blazing into the situation. It's using your discernment and observance and your own personal awareness, with awareness coming out, to be able to navigate situations effectively. I do have the Lovers coming out as well for my Aquarius collective, which is a really nice energy to have throughout the week. It's that union and harmony of the Tree of Knowledge and the Tree of Life coming together to really meld mind and body and heart and emotions together to help you navigate this week as well. Judgment coming out as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if through this observance and discernment some things awaken within you to kind of like that you weren't privy to prior. I do want one more card for that. Okay, so this could be surrounding family life, emotional family, that type of thing. I would be expecting some type of revelation to occur this week for my Aquarius collective. But we have the Magician on the bottom though, so that's a really positive sign. So don't take it to like something horrific. It could just be that something that we all have to go through, and you've got the skills anyway to navigate it effectively. Oh no. Okay, Spirit, what do my Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead, please? Thank you. Okay, Libra, we have the Hierophant coming out in Center Energy. Now, the Hierophant's ruled by Taurus, which even though Libra and Taurus are both ruled by Venus, to have Libra strictly in the Hierophant energy, strictly in Taurus energy, is a really uncomfortable situation to be in. Don't Google.
I couldn't make this shit up.
No, you couldn't.
Okay.
It's a really uncomfortable energy for a Libra to be in. It's very structured, traditional, not go with the flow by any means. It's very hierarchy orientated. On one side, I also have the Death card coming out, which is all about new beginnings. It's the card of letting go for new things to be able to come in. Now, the fact that we have the Hierophant and Death card together kind of alludes to this energy of, again, holding on to the skin that you've outgrown, clinging on to things that don't serve you, kind of stalling your own ability to transform. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse as well, which is again alluding to that energy of being unable to let go of things that don't serve you. Now, the Ten of Wands, like the Page of Wands in reverse, takes me back to the Ten of Wands, which is a very overwhelming card. It's a very heavy, unpleasant energy to feel. It's sitting in the knowledge that you've made your bed and now you kind of got to lay in it. So not in a comfortable week for my Libra collective. I also have Authoritarian coming out again as well, which is that manipulation and dominance card. Yeah, okay. So be mindful this week with Awakening coming out. Be mindful this week for my Libra collective about how these dogmatic beliefs that you may not be privy to how rigid they actually are. Be mindful of how they're actually preventing you from growing as a person. You're needing to just truly reflect on beliefs that you were taught growing up, beliefs about how you think about yourself, beliefs about spirituality. All of that type of stuff will be beneficial for you to reflect on this week, because ultimately they are preventing you from gaining new insight and a new mindset, holding you back. So not a pleasant week. Okay, so Gemini collective. Okay, Spirit, what do my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars collective need to know for the week ahead? It's going to be a hard week, but it's a really beneficial thing to be able to reflect on beliefs, because beliefs shouldn't be rigid. That's the thing. As you get older, as you gain more experiences and more knowledge and wisdom and discover who you are more, your beliefs should grow with you. They shouldn't be fixed, because who you were when you were 10 is not who you are when you're 20, not who you are when you're 60. So your beliefs should grow and change with you. Okay, Gemini collective. Gemini collective, you are holding yourself back, literally, bound and wounded. So center energy for my Gemini collective, we have Three of Pentacles upright with Three of Wands in reverse. So Three of Pentacles upright's a really nice energy to have. It's collaboration, it's community, it's sharing equally of ideas and thoughts. It's knowing that different people can bring different perspectives and things to the table, and you're all sharing those ideas equally, collaboratively, and building something great together. Three of Wands in reverse kind of denotes that this isn't going anywhere. This collaboration, this community, these things that you're building need to be thought out a bit more. There needs to be a bit more of a plan and less action. So it's a week of needing to sit in it. So it is a really nice energy, but when you couple it with Wounded and Bound coming out, now Wounded is all about limitations and apprehension. It's about where we hold ourselves back. And Bound is confined and restrained. It's about the restrictions imposed on us by the wider world. So having those things come out with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands kind of tells me that it's very like Jupiter in Capricorn energy, where it's needing to work within the restrictions, need to expand within the restrictions imposed upon you. So it's learning to grow with rules, that type of thing. We have the Fool coming out upright as well, which is about risk. It's about potential of things. But then we have the Emperor coming out with Law and Order. So again, it's that opposing energy of expansion and growth and awesomeness within the restrictions of restraints and confinement. So it's a very conflicting week for my Gemini collective. I do want to pull you some guidance. And it all comes back down to expansion and restriction, okay? So what I'm taking from this is plan. Put the plans into what action you possibly can, but ultimately plan. That is your goal for this week. But rest when you're not planning, okay? Make sure to actively rest this week. Give yourself permission to rest. Because with how much expansion is building here and how much it's restricted, something's going to give at some point, astrologically, just the way that the laws of the world work. You get enough no's, you're bound to get a yes. So rest while you can, because you're going to have to hit the ground running soon. And that is Air Collective, and I'm going to pull one more card for you all. Okay, Spirit, one card for the Air Collective, please. Beyond the Veil. So, seek awakening intuition. Just know that whatever occurs this week is going to be impactful for you in one way, shape, or form. Also, there is ecstasis on the bottom, so be mindful of addictions this week, okay? Just be mindful of those things. That could be actual schmaddictions, or it could be phone usage, all of that type of stuff. Just be mindful. I did read Aquarius, yeah. I can't remember Aquarius's reading, can you?
Neither can I, but it'll be on the... I'll upload it to the Four of Wands Tube of You, so if you've missed it, you can come back and watch it. So
Can I have the phone?
but also just do a check-in through the week if you need to, because I know that some people like to utilize it for like work purposes when navigating certain people. So, and we have followers from overseas who we're not always in the same time zone for, so that's the option as well. Okay, we are on to our fire signs. Fire sign collective for the week ahead being our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, fire signs for the week ahead, please. Oop. All right. Fire signs for the week ahead. You did get stuck on finding your balance this week. And that looks like there are, the reason for that is that there's things that you need to let go of, and you're challenging that within yourself. You've created this kind of, this flood within yourself, basically, because you're struggling with finally, letting go of things. All you've got to do in order to get through this is accept it for what it is and let it go, because it's creating a lot of negativity. And that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on letting it go finally. So that is my fire signs in a nutshell. Let's go for the Aries collective. So Aries in depth, please. The week ahead. Okay. Aries, you're the one that have got the most stickiness to you. Where is the other one? Okay. My Aries collective, what you got stuck on was how committed you are to the cause. So your commitment's being tested. And you really embracing the change that comes with it. You're concerned about whether you're going to be okay, or whether your, extended circle is going to be okay, and you are. But you're not allowing for the energies to shift and gain momentum by sitting in this funk. It really is about a week of release for you lot. You need to work on what it is that needs to be let go of, and that's where your commitments are being tested the most. So that is my Aries in a nutshell. Focus on what needs to be released. Just know that you are going to be okay in this. Hey. All right, next up we have our Leo collective. So Leo, you're up. Okay. Leo for the week ahead. Okay. Leo, this week is going to be about highlighting for you whether you've got basically just the abundance of prosperity, where you're going to go next. This week is highlighting for you that you need to really start getting practical with your planning, rather than just having all these big dreams and thinking big. That's what essentially is the center energy of you feeling as though you are off balance, because as you start dwelling on certain aspects in terms of those big thinking dreams, rather than being practical with it, it's starting to feel like things are more impossible. This week for you lot is all about just taking the time to just chill out and think of the practical. So go easy on yourself this week. You are allowed to lounge about and do nothing if that's what you really, really want. But as long as you keep in mind that you need to be practical and you need to start thinking about the practicality, that's what will help drive you towards the more prosperous life that you are chasing at this point in time. All right, and last but not least, we have our Sagittarius. You right there?
Yeah, right.
Spinning on your chair, making eyes at me.
I can't help that you're sexy.
All right, Sagittarius, you're up. All right, Sag. Fucking hell, Sag, you got enough to say or what? Wow. Okay. Please hold. Okay, I feel like this is a bit of a split reading for my Sag collective. First and foremost, one side of it is that you're on the brink of kind of being argumentative because your communication is lacking. The communication needs to continue in order for you to be able to start dealing with some of the emotions that are at play here, which are mostly internal battles, but it's almost as if there's some sense of projection there. So in order for my Sagittarius collective to overcome that this week, the focus needs to be on your communication, keeping it two ways, having the active listening as well as that active speaking as well. So not just listening to respond and those sorts of things. Sagittarius really need to work on that communication this week. That is for one side of the Sagittarius collective. For the other side, it is about you needing to just take time and chill out. Confidence has been highlighted as something that is waning, and it is going to be the key to your success. But you're not prepared to step out of your comfort zone just yet, and that's perfectly okay. But this is where the readings then tie over for these two separate collectives. Again, you need to start thinking about start being practical about things. It's very easy to sit there and go, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. But if you're not doing anything to get there, then it's essentially just that. There's one of the cards in my deck that keeps playing over in my head, which is about it just being a wish. So for the Sagittarius collective, keep that communication open. For the other lot, you need to kind of just relax. Know that the confidence is going to be the key to your success, but you are going to have to step out of your comfort zones here. So that is that one. Howdy, howdy. So that's the Sagittarius collective for the week ahead. Any queries, questions, concerns, direct them to Yuri. Thank you. I'll do the card for each of the signs as well. Okay. So for Aries collective, all right, Aries, you don't always have to be the strong one. Take the damn hug. For the Leo collective, get intimate with your fears, undress them slowly, then spank them into submission. And then for the
Night
Sagittarius collective, good night. Your triggers are teachers. Stop skipping class. That's my Sagittarius collective. And there you go. There you have it. That's the weeklies in a nutshell. So over to Yuri.
Why over to me?
I don't know.
I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Well, that's the weeklies done for the week ahead. That card app is so fun. It really is. It was a secret project that I worked on for a while, but it's been a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. But for everyone who's here, thank you for joining us again for another week. The next live that we'll do is kind of just a bit of an ad hoc one. If you haven't already, if you don't know who we are, my name is Wolf. This is Euryale. Euryale has her own online witch shop and is the author of the Wild Occult deck.
Yes.
And is a witch for hire, has her own store, as you can see behind me. And my name's Wolf and I just wrap crystals because I'm boring. But if you haven't already followed us, give us a bit of a follow. We're here every week doing weeklies. We work with a small community of people. Jaden is one of them, and Kellen is the other who's not here in the chat this evening, but that's okay. People are allowed to have days off. If at any chance you've missed weeklies and you need to catch up, you can catch up on the Four of Wands podcast tube of you. But that's us in a nutshell. Thank you for joining us, and we shall catch you all later. Bye.
Bye.